My crafty friends, it's Sheree. How's everyone doing today? Welcome to my craft room. I'm here today to show you a couple of ideas that I have had recently, and they're very simple. And this is going to be a quick video, I believe, but it's ideas about using a collection kit, a scrapbook collection kit. So I kind of did this with one of the journaling cut apart cards in my last collection kit that I used, and I thought, why haven't I done this before? Type of thing. It's so simple, but I just never. I don't think I really don't think I just don't remember doing it before. So, but here's a couple ideas I had while I was working with this one. Let me share. So was the collection kit I showed you yesterday. If you haven't seen that video, just go back one and you'll see, I show you the whole collection kit and the cut aparts and everything. So after that video, I went ahead and cut the cut aparts apart the way I wanted to. So one idea was there were some 4x6 cut aparts in that collection kit and different, several different sizes. So as I was cutting them apart, I left these two together here, or actually it's four, and I decided to leave them together and use this whole section as a page in this journal. So I thought that was a good idea. So that's just one of the ideas for that. And then, so yeah, see, here it is, a page in the journal. I think it looks super cute. It'll just be like this type of thing. This isn't the maybe the order of the exact order of the pages, and this is not all of the pages, but this is, I just wanted to show you kind of how it will look in here. And I did have to cut it down a bit to have it fit, but I think it's a good idea and a good, something different to do with the journaling cards or cut aparts as they're called, than just cutting them apart. So another idea was left three of these together. These are all vertical. These were all vertical, cut aparts in the collection kit, scrapbook paper collection kit. This is the one from Echo Park. And either I was going to leave this together as two pieces, but then I thought, why don't I leave it together as three pieces? And I can put some little paper in here as a little, almost like a little journal with a, flip out, or I could even put this in, again, this could be used in as a page in a journal. And you would bind it, you would put it here, and then you'd have a flip out. So either way, I'm not sure how I'm going to use this yet, as a page or as a little booklet or little kind of like mini journal or what. But anyway, I have left these three together. Here's the back side, and here are the journal card side, the cut apart side. So that's another idea. And then the other idea, which I did last time in the last collection kit I used, was leave one of the little cut aparts like this together and made a little booklet. So I've done that with this one, which is the 3x4 cut apart. I've already cut some pages, so you can put as many pages as you want. I want this to go inside my journal, so I don't want it to be too bulky. So I got this. I was going to bind this real quick, and then I'll show you. Well, let me go ahead and show you the other one, and then we'll bind both of them. But this is another one. This is the 4x4. You can see there are two journaling cards, and the inside is solid like this, and I've already cut some pages. So we'll bind these real quick. I have my paper cutter here in case I decided to do something else, but, cut something. But anyway, as I was getting out my needle and my little awl here to, have the tools ready to bind these little journals, I also noticed I had some of this. This is elastic string. What is it called? Stretch cord. Stretch cord. And I saw this pretty blue one here. I thought, let me try using that to bind this journal. I think I have used this one before in something, but maybe not. But anyway, I want to try it. And, usually use wax cord or embroidery floss. And I think I've used this in my jewelry making type, you know, crafts, but I wanted to use a piece here. I think it will turn out really cute, but let's try it. So I'm going to do like 3 links like I do when I bind a journal. And so I have plenty of cord here. I want to be able to tie a bow. So I'm going to do 3 links. I might even do 4 just to make sure I have enough. Okay, let me grab my little scissors, or my big scissors. Yeah, that cut it just fine. Okay, and then I'm going to do a little, and I showed you this the last time I did this too, so, but on these little ones like this, I think it's so cute to have the bow on the outside. Let me get a couple of clips. That's one thing I didn't get out here, you know, because it would be easy enough just to clip it without, but, you know, I don't want my pages to move around. I cut them to fit, and I just cut some. You can use whatever kind of paper if you're going to make some of these and you've never made them before. Use, you know, there's no rules. Just use whatever paper you want. I've got just some colored paper here since this is going to be kind of a colorful, cute little journal. I thought some colorful, like this that I'm using as thread, the stretchy cord, and colorful papers would be fun. Let's see, my little pokey tool or awl. I'm going to do a little 3 pamphlet stitch here. So poke a hole in the middle. It's all eyeballing. No measurements here. It's not necessary unless you really want to. There's my 3 holes. And so to get my bow on the outside of the journal, or my, you know, final knot, I'm going to start on the outside and go in. And just pull my stretchy cord through. I'm going to leave enough here, plenty here to tie a bow. So see, there's plenty there. I think should be plenty. And then go ahead and finish off my little 3 pamphlet stitch here. So there's one part of it. Hold that kind of tight. I'm going to hold on to both of those, or try to. Well, maybe I'll let go for a second and get this in here. Here's the bottom hole. Okay, just making sure everything is staying together there. Okay, let me get this one all the way through the bottom hole here. Let's see, which piece is it? Let's see. One of these needs to come through here. There we go. And then we will tie this off by, let's see. We'll go right back out that middle hole there, and we'll be all on the outside again. See that? And then we're together there at the middle. And now we can tie a little knot. Everything's tight, but not too tight, tight enough. Tie a knot. And this is tying just fine. It's stretchy, but it's tying just fine. And there we go. Let me see. It looks like it's going to stay. You could tie a double knot there in your bow if you wanted to, but let me see if I think that's necessary. Let me pull this to the size I want of my bow, though. That's a little big. Okay, so about like that. Now let me tighten it. There we go. So this piece is way too long. Not way too long, a little bit long. And so I'll cut that off to where I think it will look cute. I only had that much extra, so it's a good thing I did 4 links instead of 3. And there's my bow, and it feels tight. I don't think I need a double bow or not bow, whatever there. So there you go. There's one. Isn't that cute? It's a rough life. This is going in my dog journal, and I'll have some extra because I'll show you all the ones here. I haven't put paper in all of them, but I just wanted to show you real quick. It eats, sleep, play, repeat. That's cute. And so here's the second one. I have different colored paper in here. Just 4 sheets folded in half gives you 8 pages. Or if you count both sides, it actually 16 surfaces in here. Is that right? 4 times 2 is 8. 8. Yeah, that is right. Okay, again, we're going to do our little clip. And so I've got blue, light blue, and this kind of salmon colored paper in here. And so for this one, you know what? This has this darker kind of, almost like a dark turquoisey green type of color. Let's see if we can use some of this darker one on this one. Oh, I've never used this one, I can tell. Let's see if I can get it loose here. I may have to, let me see. Yeah, sometimes they make it a little difficult to get these loose, so I might have to cut a piece here and get it started, which is fine. So can I get that loose now? Wow, they really make it difficult, don't they? I really want to use this one though, so let me see if I can get this loose. There it goes. Okay, let's do 4 links on this one too. See how it turns out. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Alrighty. And then we'll poke our holes. See, you could do, this would be a great, really I think it would be a pretty easy mobile crafting. If you wanted to do this in front of the TV. You could easily just, you know, you could, I mean, I take my paper cutter, this one here, I take my paper cutter into the living room and cut apart things. So you could take really everything you need to do this into the other room. Unless, you know, maybe you don't like to take your paper cutter in there, so cut apart your pieces and then just take it in the other room and sew your pages in. You know, you need a few less tools for that. Okay, let's see. This one says, my best friend on the front and home is where your dog is on the back. So adorable. Okay, oops, I went into the, if you want your knot on the inside, start on the inside, but I want my knot on the outside, my final knot. So I'm starting on the outside. And plenty of length here for my bow, I would think. And then we will, oops, did I almost pulled my thread out there. It's caught on my corner here, hold on. Corner of my paper. There we go. And then we'll go back in here. Down to the bottom. You know, I think I did my other one a little different. I don't know what I did. That one. I did it a little different. What did I do? I don't know what I did, but it's turning out. This is how I usually do it, and the other one came out different. So anyway, we're going to do this one how I usually do it. That's funny. They're both ways I stitch. I'll have to look back at my video and see how I did that one. But they're both proper ways to bind a little booklet like this or a journal. You can see they both came out sturdy and strong. That's funny. Okay, there's my knot. And now we'll tie a bow. And now we know we don't need to tie a double bow. Okay, and then I need to get to my, let's see, this one is too big, I feel like. Let me just make these little loops a little bit smaller. And this stretchy cord, you know, something I need to use, so I'm glad to use it. It's colorful and it's strong, so why not use it for something like this? Okay, there we go. Now this one's done. Super cute. You can round the corners. I know the one I did in my last video, I rounded the corners. This one I didn't. That way I don't have to round all the pages too. The last one I rounded the corners and I rounded the pages, so whatever you want to do. But there's 2 of them. So I didn't, let's see, I did all of them this way except for one. I ended up with one left, so I'll have this one to do something with. Just one single 4x6. And I left, let's see, these 2 I cut apart too. These were just extras as far as me not being able to keep them all together. but I have these two. And of course you could put separate ones together. You could join them with a little hinge of anything, washi tape, fabric, paper, whatever you want. If you want to have some that are separated that you want to put back together, you know, that would be cute too. But here's the rest of them that I did just from this one collection kit. I'll have extras. I won't be able to put them all. Here's another one, separate little 4x4. And then all of these will be little booklets. So I just cut them apart and then fold them in half. Try to get it on the line here, you know. So these are going to be super, super cute little booklets. And I don't have to put these in a dog journal. They're just cute, and they can be put in any little, you know, little golden book journal or any cute little fabric covered journal or whatever. But here's this. Here they all are. The 3x4s, and here's the rest of the 4x4s. You can see. Woof, 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 bark and repeat. Always kiss your dog goodnight. So, aren't they adorable? Here's some more of the 3x4s, and then here's two more. So that's what I did with all of them, and just took the attitude when I was, you know, kept it in mind while I was cutting them apart that I didn't want to cut them singly if I didn't have to. You know, if you're cutting them like this, say, and there's, you know, there's just like on these pages that I did keep them separate. There were probably different size ones, some 4x6, some this, that, and the other, turned every which way. So I just kept as many together as I could, and these ended up being separate here. So I can use these as journaling cards in my journal. I mean, of course, there's other things besides little booklets, and like I showed you the page, and this one here that I kept together as a triplet. But you can use these for little tuck spots, little pockets. You could even keep them together like this, you know, and you could keep them together like, say you put these together, keep them together like this, or maybe turn it around. Try to figure out how if this was glued down. Anyway, I would just say experiment and use them. Try to, you know, if you want to use them, because you know what it is I have a lot of journaling cards too, and I was like, I don't need any more journaling cards. Let me figure something else to do, you know, with these other than just cut them into, you know, separate little pieces. So that's kind of like my motivation and inspiration behind not using these as journaling cards, is trying to do something else with them, because Lord knows I have enough journaling cards. So anyway, that is the idea for today. I hope you enjoyed. Simple but fun and cute. So I hope you make some little booklets and other things out of your journaling cards and cut aparts. And I will see you in my next video. Have a great day.